Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another Tech to Elevate webinar. We're really glad you could join us today. We hope you've been enjoying our webinars. And again, remember that you can always find these recorded on our YouTube channel as well if you want to go back and see some of the webinars you missed or see anything that you missed during today's webinar. You can find all of that at Tech to Elevate along with our social media and our website, tech2elevate.org with the number 2 and all of those. I'll be your host today, Ben Gallegos. So if you have any comments, questions, anything like that, feel free to drop those. If you have comments or questions later, you can always email us or reach out to our social media, check our website, anything like that. Feel free to contact us on our YouTube channel. We'll be sure to get back to you. Today, we have a really amazing presentation for you. We have Arita giving a presentation on how to use ChatGPT, kind of thinking outside of the box, right? A lot of people, when they think of ChatGPT, they think of, having it write essays for you in school or, asking it kind of basic things. But so this is some of the ways that you can use ChatGPT in this instance to travel. So Arita, take it away.
Thank you very much, Benj, for that kind introduction. Yes, today we'll be learning about using ChatGPT as a travel guide. And, you know, as Ben said, many people think that you just use ChatGPT to do assignments or edit your emails or write emails or do whatever. But ChatGPT has so many functions, and this is just a drop in the sea of what ChatGPT is capable of doing. And as you see, as we go through this webinar today, you'll be able to see some of these functions that can really streamline and make traveling very easy for us. So let's take a dive in. So um, think of ChatGPT as, you know, this is where the adventure starts. We are going to look at, we're going to introduce ChatGPT, why ChatGPT is a game changer for traveling and planning, and ChatGPT can how ChatGPT can solve travel-related problems. Okay, so we're going to think of ChatGPT as your personal virtual travel assistant that is always ready to help you plan and enhance your journey at any given time. ChatGPT really kind of simplifies how you prepare for a trip by offering instant personalized recommendations, from creating itineraries to suggesting hidden gems and cultural insights. It kind of eliminates the need to browse multiple websites, um, the need to address multiple websites, and streamline all your travel experience. Um, ChatGPT. So we're going to look at what ChatGPT is, look at the overview, its capabilities, how it can, what features does it have to help us in our day-to-day travel, and basically just understand what ChatGPT is and its capabilities. So ChatGPT is it's an AI-powered tool that understands and generates human-like text based on the information that you provide or prompt it you prompt it to do. It's versatile, capable of answering so many questions, offering advice, and performing a variety of tasks across different fields, including traveling and uh, travel planning. Think of ChatGPT as a multiple tool for travel, whether it's looking for a restaurant, looking for recommendations, or translating a phrase in a foreign language. Because when you're traveling, you travel to different countries and cultures, places where they do not get to speak the language that you speak or they don't speak English. So ChatGPT can offer that kind of assistance in that kind of in that scenario.
Sorry, Arita, do you mind if do you know if your camera's working?
Yes.
But anyway, no, I think that's a lot of different ways that you can use ChatGPT because AI is one of the earlier language things like Google Translate, and so it's great to see. Um, you can kind of just use one thing for translating and then finding out so much more for your trip as well.
Yeah, for sure. When now you look at ChatGPT and how do you use it for travel? Like why would you spend so many hours looking for different blogs, when ChatGPT can just compile all the destinations and tips just in 1 second. ChatGPT can assist with real-time issues. I mentioned about language translation, navigation, finding last-minute accommodations, or even offering services about even just understanding the local custom. It's just invaluable when you think about it. But as we're going to look further, it depends so much on the um uh, quality of prompt that you write to it and how detailed you are. And the more detailed you are, the more details ChatGPT will give.
That's some great advice.
Yeah. So when you're thinking about a trip or when you're trying to prepare for a trip, what are the things that you need? Because you have to think about that trip, what you want to do, what you want to experience, so that you can customize your prompt and know what you're going to ask ChatGPT. So in this case, you start with your preferences. You start by outlining what is the purpose of the trip, whether it's for relaxation, adventure, cultural exploration, or just a mix of all that. You consider what activities you enjoy, um, such as historical hikes, tours, trying the local cuisine, or just tailoring your itinerary around your interests. What you can do is ask ChatGPT to suggest hidden gems or local experiences that aren't in typical tourist guides. It can recommend off the beaten path attractions, regional foods to try, or festivals. Um, there might festivals happening during your stay for more authentic kind of experience. Um, so we're going to move to how to ask the right questions before you travel. What kind of questions should you prompt ChatGPT? Um, um, kind of tips of how to frame the questions for best results. Also, we're going to look at a few examples um, of the prompts that you can write and the quality of prompts. So we're going to look at one prompt where it's just basic and vague, and then we're going to look at another prompt that has more details, and you're going to see what kind of results ChatGPT gives so that you have an idea of what kind of prompts you need to give depending on the kind of experience or kind of thing that you'd like. So just gonna dive into that. So here we're gonna go to ChatGPT and prompt it to give us just an idea of things to do, just to suggest family-friendly activities in Tokyo. So ChatGPT will easily give you an array of things that one would do if you visit Tokyo. I'm sure it would take me so much time if I was to go through each and every blog to really try and find out what are the things in Tokyo, places to see, and just compile both of them. But if you could just prompt ChatGPT at a go and it will give you all this information, that would be great because you don't have to spend so much time. It's just to filter in and say, okay, these are the things that I'd like to see. And in this case, we're going to give a more detailed prompt to ChatGPT. We're going to ask it to create a 3-day weekend itinerary for Rome. So be specific on the time, where, and the things that we'd like to see, as compared to just asking family-friendly activities. So when you do that, ChatGPT will create a 3-day itinerary for your weekend trip. So it will combine all the things that you've said you want to see, sightseeing, the places you go, the liquid cuisine. So what ChatGPT will do, as you can see, it will give you a breakdown of what activities you can do in day two, day one, and morning, lunch, afternoon, evening. It will include festivals that are available. It will include types of food, places that you can visit, the local hidden gems. So when you realize from the two types of prompts, it really quality of prompt that you give, and the quality of prompt will churn out quality quality results that is customized to what you'd like to do. The best thing about ChatGPT will give you bonus tips, and other things that you'd want to do apart from what it has suggested. So you see, this is really great when it comes to utilizing ChatGPT as a travel guide. Um, so the benefits of using ChatGPT as a travel guide, it's time saving, as you mentioned. It's very quick, it's easy. You can just get it in seconds. You don't have to browse through multiple websites to just get an insight about a specific activity. You can always get it in one place. It has personalized suggestions, so it's very quick to give you uh, ideas of what you'd like to do based on the prompts that you've given. So the quality of prompts, that we keep on saying and reiterating, the quality of prompts will give you quality results. So if you personalize it based on the things and based on the three things we talked earlier, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? When do you want to do the duration? What kind of activities do you want to enjoy? So once you put that in, it will recommend based on what you've said or suggested. You could even go ahead and ask you what are the best flights, what's the best day to fly, what's going to be the weather. So it can give you all those details. So if you want to create a prompt, you can include that what's the weather like, depending whether you want to go for a hiking. You can ask ChatGPT to suggest the best months of the year when you could go hiking. Um, and then best time when they're having festivals. Or you could actually combine the both. I want to travel and do hiking and festivals. What are the best months to do that? What are the best airlines to fly? And how frequent are airlines going to that specific destination? And it doesn't necessarily have to be outside the US, because the examples I gave was for Tokyo and Italy. But you could have customized prompts even for I want to go to Ohio, Cleveland, and I want to go for a 3 day visit in Cleveland. What is it that I could visit and do? So ChatGPT could also give you that. So it's not necessarily just places outside the US, but you could even just do it for your local neighborhood. Um, so yeah, I guess I was able just to give a brief overview, and it's very ChatGPT really saves time, and you could use this as an opportunity to really customize and do things. And you could even ask ChatGPT to give you a budget friendly trip to wherever you've always desired to go. So I guess it's up to you to go out and try ChatGPT as a travel guide and get to see what it gives you as form of as results, so that you can technically, like, literally kick that bucket list. So um I don't know whether we have any questions from the attendees.
No questions from the chat, but I think I was just wondering, like when someone has struggles, like if someone's not seeing success, asking ChatGPT, I
mm,
know you kind of talked about being specific. Any advice for kind of making sure that, like, as you keep going, you can get answers that you're looking for?
oh, sure. That's a good question. The beauty about chat is it gives you, whenever you prompt it something, you can, there's a button where it'll ask you, are you satisfied? Would you want more details? Or would you reload it and give you another give you another, what's it called, other results. So it could give you multiple results based on what you say, because you can chat it and you can give it that prompt, and the results that comes out is not, you're not satisfied. You can give more details, or you could request it to give a different result, and you can customize that result based on what you desire or what you'd like to see in that result that is being created by ChatGPT.
No, it's great that, like, you can just kind of keep going back and forth until you get something that's right. Tell it what's wrong.
Correct. And if you really get trouble and issues while you're trying to work on ChatGPT, you can easily reach out to us as digital as we are digital coaches working at with Tech to Elevate in Viva and Erie counties, you could send us an email or you could just give us a call, and we will be gladly or happy to help you navigate, learn how to use ChatGPT, not only for traveling or um, trying to see other places and what's out there, but also learning how to pivot ChatGPT with other things that can make life easy. So you can freely reach out to us. We give free tech support, and we'll be happy to work with you and help you navigate ChatGPT and any other tech issues that you may have.
Yeah, thank you, Arita. I hope this was a great presentation for everyone on ChatGPT. And like Arita said, if you have any more questions about ChatGPT, tech help questions, if you just want to learn more about technology, all of our information is up here for you guys. Definitely feel free to reach out and we'd be happy to help you. Because again, it's all free. There's no qualifications. We're really just here to meet you where you are and help you one-on-one, face-to-face, or virtual if that's easier, to help you with your needs. So thank you again, Arita, and we're glad that you all could make this webinar. Again, these will all be on YouTube recorded, and we hope that you have a great day.